Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and this is a weird one. I thought I had a virus on my computer. Now, relatively long story, but I'll try and make it brief. I was doing some recording the other day, as you do, just making some videos, and I was on my desktop, and I'm actually only a few kind of inches away from my screen looking at it, and I noticed there's a very weird thing on my desktop. Now, I'm going to try and get a close-up so you guys can actually see this. So this is my normal Windows desktop. You can see I've got my normal icons there. And I was looking at the recycle bin, and I noticed in this top corner, there's like a little dot just there. And as you can see, when I roll my mouse over it, it actually changes into, well, basically a cursor. So the bit is almost the same color as the background of my desktop, as you can see. So I'm like, well, what the heck is that? So I did the usual thing, so right click, choose refresh. Nope, still there. Now, part of the giveaway of this is what you can see on the rest of the screen at the moment, where it says MSI Dragon Center. Ultimately, this turns out to be the culprit. So, long story short, if you look on your desktop and you've got this weird little icon or whatever it is, this is possibly what it is. Well, it is what it is, but I don't get why it's there. So this little tiny icon, which you can see there, you can actually highlight it as if it is an icon, like when you highlight any other icon on your Windows desktop, as you can see going through. So this one you can click on and you can select and deselect, which seemed really odd. So I figured I would try and move it. Nope, doesn't want to move. And if you kind of highlight it, you can't do anything like that. All you've got is this arrow. So drag down won't do anything, drag to the side won't do anything, drag up, and now we've got a much larger thing, whatever it is. So now we've got the option to go sideways. So now this gives us basically a kind of like a black screen. And you can actually stretch it out as far as you want, right the way across the desktop. And there doesn't actually seem to be anything in it. It does look like a DOS box, but it isn't. And it's very difficult to work out what it actually is. You can't right click on it. So I'm right clicking at the moment, nothing happened. You can left click, nothing happens at all. And there's no text or anything, it's just this really bizarre box. You can't move it around or anything. If you press the Alt and Tab keys, I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see this because I'm recording in OBS, but it's called Main Window. And go back, there we are. So Main Window is what it's called. I figured, due to messing around with the computer or just using the internet in general, it was a virus. I was pretty much convinced, and you all get the same thing. You know, the heart palpitations, oh crap, better run a scan, better see if there's a keylogger or anything like that on there, better check the bank accounts. But first of all I thought, well actually, we know what it's called, so Alt-Tab. Yep, we can see it's called Main Window. Okay, I don't think you can see this on your screen. But, so what I'm going to do, Alt-Control-Delete. You can't see this either because it's OBS, and I'll choose Task Manager. So in Task Manager, I was looking for Main Window, and apps, background processes, etc. You can scroll all the way through, and there's actually nothing called Main Window. And that's because there isn't a program called that on the system. So I figured I'd go through the various things which are open and see what actually affects it. So I tried Dragon Center, and you get the Dragon Center Runtime Broker. So just collapse that again, right click and choose End Task. Still there, so nope, nothing to do with Red Dragon Center, or at least that is what I thought. So the next one is the Task Manager, obviously OBS Studio. The next one is Voice Control Engine 32-bit. So I thought, well, I don't really know what that is. So opened it up and we've got Main Window. So we've discovered what this actually is. It's part of the voice control engine. So immediately I figured, oh god, there's something on my computer, it's using the microphone and it's actually recording what I'm saying. Not a good thing. So looking at this, you can do various things, but if you look at voice control engine and choose properties, bring this up to the side here. So it's an exe, voice control engine.exe, and look at where it's located. C program files, x86, MSI, 1 Dragon Center. So, as I kind of thought, it is actually something to do with the MSI One Dragon Sensor. And it appears you can actually, in some of the latest update on the MSI Dragon Sensor, there is a section where you can do some voice control stuff, or at least possibly is in the pipeline. To me, this is a pretty poor practice. Now, as you can see, it was created on the 19th, so it appears to be a relatively new update from MSI. So, really, the takeaway of this is it's a digitally signed from Microstar International, which is MSI, got the key and the timestamps, etc., etc. So it is actually kind of like a genuine thing. It is from Microstar. It's not a virus, although some would argue it's probably a pup or potentially unwanted program. So really what I want to make this video for is the fact that you can actually kill that process off if you want to. So you can do end task, and there we go, it's gone, and the icon's gone. On reboot, it still will be there, but really it was a little bit annoying. I didn't want to see it on there. It was weird to have this tiny little icon. I didn't know what the heck it was, did a quick Google search, and there was no one that had an obvious answer for it, or at least that I could find. So for those of you that are concerned that potentially you might have a virus or something on your computer, which is not good, well, it's not bad, but it shouldn't really be there, in my opinion. It shouldn't be on your desktop for sure, and it shouldn't show as a tiny little weird icon, which is quite bizarre. So to reassure you, if you've got it on your system, it isn't actually a bad thing, but I think MSI should have possibly written the software a bit better and not have it as a single kind of weird icon on your desktop, which is could be a little bit worrying for some people. So anyway, I've waffled on way too much. Let me know if you've got this on your system. This is on an MSI motherboard with MSI Red Dragon Center. Let me know in the comments if you've got it on your system, or if you found any other little weird icons like that on your desktop. I imagine there's quite a few of you out there at the moment who are kind of scouring around your desktop looking for any weird things, trying to highlight stuff like this to see if there is actually anything on your system. But anyway, it isn't a dangerous thing, or at least it doesn't appear to be at the moment. So if you're concerned that you've got it on your system, you don't need to be overly concerned, but obviously do keep an eye on it. And I am going to actually email MSI support and see what the deal is, and see if they're aware that their program is behaving in this particular manner. So anyway, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.